ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of bangers and mash.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their... And off we go from Denver. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll go play action with Nix. And he whips that one incomplete there. You talk about this Giant defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Robinson's got it.
Wilson's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
17 yards.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First down, New York.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Next to the air. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A gain of 2 brings up 6.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He was brought down by
3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
33 yards that time.
It's a gain of 33. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
A run for the fullback, Burton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. He's into space past the 25. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Nix. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team, because we followed it pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Wilson. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
In motion, Slayton. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running left is Tracy. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. Now, this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this 1st half that's really giving him fits. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Nix. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now it's Nix. And is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Throwing is Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Complete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. On the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to give to Dalbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Giants 10.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And not just enough to get it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants going to take over again on offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On to give, it's Tracy. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
To throw is Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They set up the screen for Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
1st down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Another Broncos 1st down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Denver's offense now set to go. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Nix into space at the 45. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wilson, working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Giants 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson looking high its way once again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tracy trying the right side. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
At the 7-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Tracy, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Broncos 20.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Denver getting set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A gain of a yard.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now he'll try to run with this. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's another Broncos first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. This quick pass complete to Sutton. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
A gain of 9 brings up
Nix from the shotgun. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was dark. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Second and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now as they feel a whole out their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings it 3rd down.
Wilson on the keeper. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Giants.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Wilson. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Tracy. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
Here's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw again. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. This is 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now it's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And
from the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, New York.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
Now Wilson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
For the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.